Hello there, Taurus, and welcome to Soulocity Psychic Readings. My name's Simone, and I'm here to do a What Do You Need to Know reading today. So, this isn't about anything specific, it's just whatever comes out during your reading, and that's what we roll with. So, keeping in mind, Taurus, that it is a general reading, so it may not be everyone's story. Just take the bits that do resonate with you and leave the bits that don't. But you can also check out your other placements if you are looking for any extra messages or guidance. So let's get into your reading, having a look at the general energy around you at the moment, Taurus. What is the general energy around Taurus right now, please? What is the general energy around Taurus? So starting out, you've got bring love into the situation, Taurus. So you may not be feeling particularly happy with someone or a certain situation at the moment. You actually got 3. I've only been getting 2 for all the signs, but you guys got 3, so we'll take them. You've got take time to breathe out, so feeling stressed or anxious. You've also got you and your loved ones are safe. So these 3 cards together are telling me that you're not feeling very happy at the moment. You could be in going through some kind of misunderstanding, some kind of frustrating time, either with another person or in a situation. I feel like you are being asked to take a breath, try and release any of the negative feelings that you may be holding on to right now. And that, you and your loved ones are safe. So it kind of feels like, however it might be feeling at the moment, Taurus, you should come out of this okay. If somebody is kind of attacking you or doing something that you don't necessarily agree with, I do feel like it's not a situation that's going to ruin your life or take too much good away from the position that you're sitting in at the moment. So I don't feel like you're under any threat with that. You and your loved ones are safe card. So let's get into the reading and see what the situation is. So what does Taurus need to know, please? 8 of Swords. So you might be struggling to see the positives at the moment. You've also got the Lovers. So this could be a love reading. It could also be that you are trying to make some kind of decision that, definitely affects it definitely affects you emotionally. What does Taurus need to know, please? 2 of Wands, trying to make a decision. This could also be in regards to travel or your living arrangements. You've got the Moon here as well. What does Taurus need to know, please? Excuse me. And you've got the Sun coming out at the end here. So that's always really pleasing to see in any reading. If you get the Sun, usually that means, okay, well, it's not as bad as it seems right now. And then you've got the 8 of Wands as well on the bottom of the deck. So, Taurus, what is going on here? What's the situation? So at the moment, you might be feeling that you're in a situation which is feeling hard to either break free of or where you're finding it really hard to see that there's going to be a positive outcome. It's hard to see anything good in the current situation. You might be feeling a bit trapped. You might be feeling as though somebody's trying to control or manipulate you as well. With the Lovers card, this could be in regards to a romantic connection, trying to decide, is this person right for you? Should you carry on with this relationship, or should you be moving on to something else? You've got the Two of Wands here as well. So you, again, it's about making a decision. And it could be about, do you stay where you are or do you move on? The Two of Wands can be about traveling as well. So you could be looking at relocating, whether it be because you're not sure if you want to stay in this relationship. It could also be relocation due to work commitments, work priorities. Also, I think this Two of Wands has a lot to do with the differences that some of you may be experiencing in your romantic connection, like finding out that you and your person are quite different. Like either, you might have differences of opinion. It could be, maybe there's like an age difference. It could be that, it could be something simple like one of you is really tall and one of you is really short. Like the Two of Wands basically represents differences, but also having to make a decision and decide. And you've got two cards here. The Lovers is also often about making a choice that affects you emotionally, or affects your heart, or having to decide what to do in a love situation. So yeah, you could be feeling kind of stuck in a situation and trying to figure out, do you stay here or do you move on from this? The Moon indicates that something does need to be expressed. So you could be bottling up a lot of your feelings. You could be not speaking on the fact that you're finding it really difficult to see any positives in your romantic connection. It could be that you may feel like your person is withholding something from you, or that they're being dishonest. It won't be for everyone. There's a few different ways we can go with this. But also I feel I really feel as though it's you that wants to express some kind of emotion to another person, either romantically or possibly a family member, somebody that you're really close to. You need to express some emotion. You feel like there needs to be a deep conversation. For a lot of you, I feel as though you're feeling as though you cannot be your true self, or you can't express your true emotions with this particular person. You've also got the Sun here, and you've got the Eight of Wands, both cards of communication. So I really do feel like you want to be having a conversation, and I feel like you want the conversation to focus on the positives, even though you're finding it really hard to see the positives. I feel like you want to have like an open and honest conversation. You're hopeful that it's going to go well, but it's like, I feel like it's about time that I got all of this off my chest. Taurus, I feel like there's something that you want to be honest about with somebody who's very close to you. But let's get more information and see. And I feel like you want to do this now. Like you feel like it should have already happened, and it's been left for too long. So you're feeling like it needs to be done now. Clarify the top row, please. Queen of Wands. Clarify the top row, please. The Devil. Chariot. Strength. Four of Wands. And at the bottom, at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Sun again. Okay, we like to see that. Okay, so there I am going to say, even before I go through everything, that there is going to be some kind of positive communication. So where you want to get something off your chest, it's very likely going to happen, Taurus. Now, with these first two cards, the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So as I was saying, you may be feeling as though it's very hard for you to see the positives in this situation, or you may be feeling as though you're trapped. I feel as though a lot of you, Taurus, are really holding back with your emotions. You're very emotionally guarded, as the Queen of Wands is, and you're trying to stay strong in this situation. It's like you're trying to, what's the word for it? Not dominate the situation, but maybe you feel like you need to be in a leadership role. Maybe you are in a leadership role, or you feel as though you need to like step up and be the strong one and be the one to take care of the situation and take care of business. I'm also feeling like for a long time you've tried to avoid this person or this conversation. You've tried to avoid it. It's like you don't want to focus on that because it brings up too much emotion. Even though you know that this conversation needs to be had, you're like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to have to focus on that. That's too much. It feels too big. So yeah, you've avoided it for as long as you can, even though deep down you've known that it was necessary. You've got the Six of Cups here, and I had a feeling that this was going to come up because I feel as though this could be directly related to a situation involving children. So it could be that you need to have a conversation with one of your children or all of your children. I don't know how many you have, Taurus. It could be that you need to have a conversation with a child, or you need to have a conversation about a child. Now, if it's not about a child, as I said, this is something that it's from the past. It's something that you've been putting off for quite some time, but it has been bothering you because it's like the issues don't go away. It's like you and this person have these walls up between each other. And I don't know, maybe you feel like you need to forgive somebody, or like maybe you're waiting on an apology, or perhaps you feel like you owe somebody else an apology. And you have been putting this off for a really long time, but for some reason now it's in your face. This could be even just a family member, a mother or father or sister or brother, or you know, any relative, family member. I feel like it's connected to family. And yeah, as I said, you've been trying to avoid it, but you can no longer avoid it. You need to have the conversation, and you really, really feel that it has to be done now. Then you've got the Lovers and the Devil here. So this is something that's quite, I feel, toxic, particularly with the Eight of Wands sitting there. There is this feeling of, you know, most of you would know if you watch readings that the Devil is associated with obsession. So yes, very much at the forefront of your mind with this situation. Um, it is something that I would say, you do obsess about. And I feel like with you and this person, it's quite a toxic connection. Um, or the two of you together create a bit of a toxic environment. And that would be why it's so hard for you to, I guess, see any positives in this connection. Clarify the Lovers and the Devil, please. For some of you, this is the person that you have children or a child with. Sorry about that, Taurus. I had to pause during your reading there, but I haven't moved any of the cards, so we will just continue. I pulled out the High Priestess here, and I was saying that the truth needs to come out. And as I was saying, for some of you, this is with somebody that you have a child with, or it could be a family member of yours, or somebody that you're very, very close to. Could even be a romantic partner. But I feel like the truth needs to come out. So either you're looking for answers from this person, or perhaps you feel like you have a truth that you need to tell them. And at the bottom of the deck here, you've got the Ten of Swords, which indicates here that there's definitely a lot of hurt between you and whoever this is. So it could even be that you guys have blocked each other and there is no communication. And you want to try and find a way to communicate with this person. Perhaps you guys just are not talking at the moment, but there's definitely a lot of hurt in this connection, and I feel like this is something that, like, it didn't just happen yesterday or it didn't just happen last week. This is something that you've been carrying maybe even for years, Taurus, and you want to sort of once and for all put this issue to bed. Either you're looking for forgiveness or you're looking for an apology, but you want to have this discussion, and you're really hoping that it all goes well and that it all goes to plan, and that, you know, you guys can be friends at least, or amicable at the end after the conversation. But I feel like this was a very toxic relationship here. Probably a lot of arguing. There were probably a lot of not very nice things said, perhaps about each other, or maybe you didn't say very nice things about this person. I don't really know. But you just want to put it all to rest and be done with it. Speak the truth, and it's over and done with. Let's move forward. And then you've got the Two of Wands and the Chariot here, which is exactly that. Let's move forward. Let's sort out the differences, and you know, move towards a better future here, because you're tired of feeling so weighed down by this situation. Clarify the Two of Wands and the Chariot, please. I feel as though for some of you, this definitely does affect your mental health. But also, there might be something in regards to this situation that is preventing you from being able to move forward in some kind of way. Like if you're wanting to move or relocate, perhaps you're unable to do that until you sort out this issue and have this conversation. If you're looking to travel, again, perhaps you can't do that until you sort out this situation. But you want to sort out the differences between you and whoever this is. And you've got the Queen of Cups here as well. Um, so, again, indicating that you could have a child with this person because the Queen of Cups is a card of fertility. So, yeah, it could be that you have a child with this person, or again, it could be that this is a family member. Um, I kind of feel like you, as I said, like you feel like this conversation should have already happened. And at the moment, you're feeling very determined that you're going to make it happen and you want to bring peace into this situation. You're tired of almost like pretending um, that this isn't an issue. The Queen of Cups is very guarded emotionally, and I feel like you are tired of carrying these feelings and you just want to put it all out there, lay it all out on the table so that you can move on with your life. However it turns out, you want to just be able to move on with your life. And right now, you feel like you can't do that because this is a burden and this is creating a blockage in your probably everyday life. You have the moon and strength here, so I feel like you're just trying to pull yourself together to be able to have the conversation, to be able to let your feelings be known. Um, there is a level of fear here. You don't know how this person's going to react. You don't know if they want to hear from you at all. You don't know if they are willing to have this conversation. But you are going to give it a try. You're going to pull it together. You're going to start the conversation. I, I feel like there's an apology involved here. I really, really do. Whether it comes from you or it comes from them, or if it's both of you apologizing, I do feel an apology in these cards. And you're very unsure about how it's going to turn out. I think possibly the person that you're dealing with, they may be either stubborn or short-tempered. And Taurus, we know what Taurus is known for. There is a clash in personalities 100%. So that there is this level of uncertainty of how is this going to turn out? Is it even worth me giving this a shot? But I feel like you will. And I feel like you're just sort of planning what steps you need to take next, what steps you need to take to make this happen. And I feel like you're so, so, so very close to doing this. It's like you just need to take that step. And yeah, you're going to reach out to this person. Just, letting go of that fear a little bit will push you forward towards taking the steps needed to sorting out this situation. I can feel the anxiety that is involved in this. It's scary. It's particularly scary approaching somebody who, like, you feel very deeply that they don't want anything to do with you, that they don't want to hear from you, and not knowing how it's going to turn out. That is scary. This person doesn't ever show how they're feeling. Like, I feel like you sometimes might have to come into contact with them. Maybe you see them around. I guess if there's kids involved, then perhaps there's some kind of communication. And they do not ever show you how they feel. I get this feeling of perhaps they're very icy, or they're just straight-faced, poker-faced all the time, and you never really know what they're thinking. Perhaps they're like that just in general. I don't know. But yeah, you're kind of trying to guess and gauge how it's going to turn out. And I feel like you really have no idea, but you're going to give it a go anyway. You've got the Sun and the Four of Cups here, just waiting for the right moment. You've got the Nine of Coins here as well. So it's like you're just waiting for the right moment. You want to be, I feel like you want to come in a very non-threatening way. You want this person to be comfortable when you're approaching them or starting the conversation with them. I kind of feel like you're waiting to get them at just the right time when they might be sort of at ease, or they might be um, in a good headspace or feeling happy at that moment. So it's like you're just waiting for the right moment to catch this person and start this conversation with them. For some of you, particularly if you had a relation, like a romantic relationship with this person, you have, like, you're wondering or you're thinking about whether or not this person is still single or if they're partnered up with somebody. I'm not sure if it's because you want to get back together with this person, or if you just have concerns, like, is there going to be another person involved in this? Maybe you heard something or saw something that gave you an indication that this person might not be single. I don't know, but seeing this Nine of Coins here, I kind of feel like you might have some concerns about this person's marital status, or, you know, are they single or are they not? But also, you're trying to come in as positive as you possibly can, and you're hoping that they are receptive to your positivity. Um, there may also be some issues or worries around something of materialistic value, whether it's money or whether it's a house or a car or something like that. Which, of course, again, it's not going to be for everyone, but I feel like, I don't know, maybe you want to discuss what is happening with a house, or maybe they have something of yours and you really want it back. So, you know, you have to talk to them. And I guess if you want something and they feel like you've done them wrong, then you're going to need to apologize to get them to give you that thing. But you do have the Eight of Wands here, and you do have the Sun here again. So that is saying that there is positive communication. The Eight of Wands is a card of communication. So I feel like it's going to happen soon, and I feel like it's going to have a positive outcome, where the two of you will, you know, agree to leave the past in the past, or agree to be nice to each other. Like, you don't have to be best friends. You don't have to see each other and talk to each other all the time. But when you do come into contact with each other, it won't be quite as uncomfortable. And I feel like you guys will agree to try and get along. So that's a really good outcome. And I do feel like it's going to happen really soon. It could potentially be happening within the next week, because you've got two suns here, which are both Leo cards, and we're currently in Leo season for about another week or so. So I feel like it's going to happen really soon. Looking at the signs that you've got on the table, you actually have Leo 3 times that I can see. You've got Leo, Leo, Leo. So Leo is quite significant. You've also got Pisces, twice. You've got Aries here as well. There's Aries energy in the Queen of Wands and in the Three of Wands. You've got Cancer twice with the Moon and the Chariot, the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio in the Six of Cups, Gemini with the Lovers, and Capricorn with the Devil. So a little bit of Sagittarius as well. So yeah, those are your signs. Say them one more time. Okay, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Capricorn, Gemini, Cancer, Sagittarius. I feel like I've said them all. Okay, before I close up your reading, Taurus, I'm going to get some angel answers for you. So what does Taurus need to know, please? That was a quite a deep emotional reading, Taurus. Whoever it is that you need to speak with, I do feel like the conversation will go well. So if you are feeling a bit anxious about how it's going to turn out, I do feel like, you know, sort of once and for all, you'll be able to sort out the issues with this person. Okay, so you've got romance, which, yes, it can be about if this is a romantic connection, or you had a romantic connection in the past. Yes, perhaps if you're looking to get back together with this person, it is a positive outcome here. But also, I feel like this is in terms of just your emotions, that you will be feeling much better about things, choose a new direction. So basically that is working out exactly the timing for when you're going to come in for this conversation, and also how you're going to approach the situation as well. And then you've got peaceful resolution. Perfect. That's what you want in this circumstance, right? You want everything to work out. So Taurus, it is a good outcome. Thank you so much for watching your reading. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please give the video a like, and if you want to subscribe so that you stay up to date for when I upload new videos. But I do wish you all the best of luck, Taurus. It looks like a good outcome for you. Take care of yourself, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.